And you've interviewed at various startups. You've talked to different types of leaders. From your record of interviewing different places, if you've managed to kind of not be able to join a startup for whatever reason at the time, meaning a personal regret of passing up a job offer from a startup, how do you manage with that if it turns out to be the next big thing?
Let me first tell you that it's hard. I mean, that regret will stay with you for life. You just cannot make yourself forget, right?
Mm-hmm.
The point is, the only way to convince yourself that you did the right thing is try to do a role play, go through the same situation again with the same factors and the same knowledge. And if you think your decision is going to be the same, then that's it. I mean, hindsight is 2020. When you see somebody becoming successful, you regret not joining the boat. But if you go back in time 2 years, 3 years, when you had that opportunity, and if you think your decision is going to be the same, then I think you should be able to move on, because you are trusting your instinct, you are trusting your ability to analyze situations and evaluate options. And I mean, one decision can turn wrong. So be it.
Absolutely. You get up and you keep going to the next one. And as you said, you kind of evaluate, you learn if you would make that decision again. And just to include this risk appetite that people have, right? Usually how you're saying when it's more fresh, a startup is more fresh, the risk is higher.
Risk is higher.
The risk kind of dies down. So it depends what stage you are in life and what you have to be responsible for, whether it's a family, whether it's a mortgage, whether it's day to day, you're taking care of something.
And you also have to think about the unexpected. I mean, think of who would have thought of this pandemic happening, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I have two examples. I won't name the names here, but I have two examples in front of me. One company that was on a really high trajectory before the pandemic hit, and people stopped going out, and their business suffered, and they dropped 90% of their revenue. And on the other hand, I have this second startup, and it could be one of my regrets that I didn't join.
Yeah.
Right? And this pandemic actually offered them an excellent business opportunity to literally explode. I mean, these guys went IPO last year, and since that time they have quadrupled in value.
It's awesome.
Right? So
that's awesome. I understand.
But I never saw this pandemic coming.
You don't know what's going to happen, as you mentioned.
Exactly.
So you have to play your cards what you have at that moment, where you're at in life at that moment, and really